What's up guys, I'm Michael, welcome to my channel, and today we are actually going to do a Galaxy Watch 4 battery life test. After my last unboxing video, which you can find the link to somewhere on the screen, a lot of you actually requested a display test, the brightness display test of this watch against my old Huawei GT2. So we are going to cover this as well in this video. There is a lot more videos and comparisons coming on this channel, so stay tuned. However, if there is anything specific you would like me to make a video about, then post these requests in the comments below. Other than that, let's get started. So let's do the Galaxy Watch 4 battery life test first. So at the time I was buying the watch on Samsung's website, Samsung didn't really advertise any specific values for the battery life. So I knew there is something fishy in the air about this, and unfortunately my findings confirm that. So I think it is super important that we understand the conditions under which the test was performed. So on my watch, the NFC near field communication was set to off. The always on display was set to off. The brightness of the watch, of the display, was set to automatic. The Wi-Fi was set to on, and the location for the watch was set to on as well. So let's discuss the first set of figures. My Galaxy Watch 4 came with 76%. Okay, so I consider it to be my first charge, and keep in mind that the use of it was higher simply because I was playing with the settings, I was playing with the watch, I was playing with different features. Okay, so it was 6 p.m. when I actually done the unboxing video, and the watch was charged to 76%. Then the next day, 12 p.m. at midday, it was only 10%. Unfortunately. Okay, so yes, I know it's not the good news you were expecting, but unfortunately that's what it is. In comparison to my Huawei GT2, my old Huawei GT2, it is rubbish, unfortunately, but that's what it is. So I actually encountered 66% battery drain in 18 hours, which translates to approximately 3.6% per hour, okay, which gives us in turn maximum 27 hours of use on a full charge according to these figures. Then I put my Galaxy Watch 4 on charge, and the charging time was exactly from 11:48 a.m. with only 10% of battery until 1:08 p.m. when I ended up with 93% of battery capacity. So the charging time was 1 hour 20 minutes, and I charged 83% of battery capacity. Now keep in mind, you should really, with these types of batteries, you should really charge from, you can charge from as little as you want, but you should only charge until approximately 90% of the battery capacity. Otherwise the battery will degrade much faster. So just a little tip. For the second cycle, it is important that I mention that I had the sleep tracking on, okay, simply because I wanted to test the Galaxy Watch for a sleep tracking feature and compare it with my Huawei GT2 as well. And I also had the airplane mode on during the night, simply because I don't want to get brain cancer and I prefer to keep it on during the night. So with these things in mind, I started at 1:08 p.m. with 93% of the charge and ended up with 25% next day at 4:08 p.m. So that gives us 27 hours of time and 68% battery drain, which translates to 2.51% per hour. So theoretical maximum would be 39.8 hours for the full charge. So when we actually compare those two cycles, we can see that the second cycle was way better than the first one, with the maximum theoretical value of 39.8 hours. With much lower battery drain, over 1% per hour. So that's good. However, it's nothing like on the Huawei watch. but there is always the trade-off somewhere. So my next test is going to be actually charging the watch to 100% and doing a complete battery drain to 0%, which you shouldn't do really in real life, like I said before, but that's what I'm going to do for the sake of doing this video and showing you the real life values. If there is anything you want me to do in terms of the battery life, let me know in the comments below. Other than that, let's move to the display brightness test of the Galaxy Watch 4 now. So for the Galaxy Watch 4 display test, I created professional setup in my garden, waited for the clear blue sky, and done 2 sets of tests. One was with automatic settings and one was with manual settings set to maximum brightness. And I wanted to compare Galaxy Watch 4 display to my old Huawei GT2 watch display as well, as requested by you anyway, and those tests were actually done in direct sunlight. I also wanted to use similar watch faces in terms of colors, amount of brightness in them, and visual impact as well. So time to draw some conclusions. Battery life sucks. Well, that's what it is, but that's a trade-off of all these features, and unfortunately, sadly, Samsung didn't come up with anything better for this edition of the smartwatch. And in comparison to Huawei GT2, the battery life completely sucks. However, it's a trade-off between the amount of features we have on the Galaxy Watch 4 and Huawei GT2 watch. Now, when it comes to the display, the brightness, the sharpness of the display is way better on the Galaxy Watch 4 than on the Huawei GT2. Although it's worth mentioning that for the 2 years of ownership of my Huawei GT2 watch, it never really bothered me, that brightness, so I always thought it's enough. However, now that you see a comparison of these two, you can actually decide for yourself. So those are my conclusions for this video. You've seen it all. I'm going to do more tests on the battery life, on the display, on other bits and pieces as well. So let me know in the comments what would you like to see in the upcoming videos, and until then, I'll see you. Thank you and bye bye.